Welcome back to the Professor's Lab. I'm Professor V, and this is round one of our league tournament that happened at Die Hard Games on April 17th, 2025. If you didn't know, Die Hard League happens every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central, featuring casual and tournament play of whatever format everyone wants. Destined Rivals pre-releases start Saturday, May 17th at 1 p.m. Central at Die Hard Games. Go see more info in this video's description and check out Pokemon's event locator for premiere and other events at the shop, such as League Challenges, League Cups, pre-releases, and more. Please hit that like button right quick. Subscribe to this channel, ring the bell for notifications, say what you need to say in the comments, and all that other good free stuff. But anyways, let's research this game. On the left, we've got Dragapult. On the right, we have Archaludon. Our Archaludon player on the right is going first, starting with Pheasantipity EX. Ooh, not a very good active hand for our Dragapult player on the left there, as they show us, but they maybe get bailed out by this Artisan here that the Archaludon player on the right put into play. That stadium allows the player to search their deck for a basic non-rule box Pokemon to put onto the bench. Duraludon fits that bill and joins the party here on the bench thanks to that Artisan Stadium. Next, Golden Stadium. Next is a Golden Nest Ball that allows the player to search the deck for a basic to put on the bench, and it's going to be that Dunsparce. It is the 70 HP Dunsparce, so ready to go in this Dragapult matchup. Just didn't really want to start that Pheasantipity EX. Either way, they're getting nice and set up here, attaching a Meadow Energy to the bench Duraludon and passing. Staring down a Blood Moon Ursaluna EX that normally does not want to be in play until late game. It's got 3 retreat costs, something like that too. So either way, our Dragapult player starts off with an Artisan, searching the deck for a basic non-rule box Pokemon to put onto the bench, and it's got to be a Dreepy, because I don't think there was one in hand, unless they top decked it or a way to find it. Her player gets shuffled up here and tries to orient themselves with this lackluster start they were given, attaching a fire energy to the bench Dreepy at least. So if the energy attachments are super important in this Dragapult deck. And then pass. The player on the right, the Archaludon player, evolves the bench Dunsparce to the Dunsparce. Now I believe they're using the Artisan Stadium to search the deck for another basic to put onto the bench. And it'll be another shiny Duraludon that hits the field here. It can evolve, of course, this turn, since Pokemon needs to be in play for at least one turn to evolve, but the other one can. Let's see if they can get there with this Professor's Research. Discarding the hand has a supporter card for turn, and then drawing 7 fresh new cards. Looking for an Archaludon. An energy would be nice, and there's the energy, plus energy in the discard pile. I guess we need that too if we don't have it. So Earthen Vessel discards a Meadow Energy to search the deck for 2 more Meadow Energy and put them in the hand. Just one energy in the discard pile now. We need another one, so let's play another Earthen Vessel, discarding that second Meadow Energy to search the deck for up to 2 more basic energy cards put in hand. 2 more metals, of course, were chosen. And the Archaludon likes the energy in the discard pile because when it evolves, it can accelerate that basic metal energy from the discard pile with its Assemble Alloy ability. When you evolve, attach up to 2 basic metal energy cards from your discard pile to your metal Pokemon in any way you like. So energy attached for turn to the active Pheasantipity, so it can retreat later. Vengeful Punch attached to the bench Duraludon. If a Pokemon's KO'd and has Vengeful Punch on it, it deals 4 damage counters to the opposing Pokemon that knocked it out. Now we're going to do the Dunsparce and its Runaway Draw. Once during your turn, draw 3 cards. If you drew any cards this way, shuffle this Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your deck. Some consistency here with the Dunsparce, and a Nest Ball was found. So another Dunsparce can be established here with the Nest Ball for future turns, and this Ultra Ball will find the Archaludon now, discarding another Metal Energy and the Relicanth. deciding we don't need its ability yet. If not, we can get it back with Rescue Stretcher or something like that. So the Archaludon is acquired, ready to evolve and accelerate energy. We've got the retreat ready to go. The only thing that would be even better would be a iron bundle. There we go. Evolve, assemble alloy, accelerate energy from the discard pile to itself. Pheasantipity manually retreats into that powered up Archaludon EX, and it swings for 220 with its Metal Defender attack. During your next turn, this Pokemon has no weakness. Not relevant in this matchup, but important to note as our Dragapult player on the left starts their next turn top decking a Dragapult, not what they want to see. So they attach a Psychic Energy to the bench Dreepy. They're going to use Artisan. Here, I'd probably grab another Dreepy. Probably would have grabbed another Dreepy first and attached an energy to it to kind of spread your resources, hedge your bets, just in case your lone Dreepy gets knocked out. But they're going to go for the power play, actually, of the Tatsugiri, grabbing that with the Artisan, putting it on the bench to provide a good pivot Pokemon and more consistency for future turns, betting, hey, I'm in a bad shape anyways. If you knock out this Dreepy, I was in a bad position anyways, right? Either way, our Archaludon player on the right starts their next turn, evolving on the bench to the Dunsparce, using Artisan to find another Dunsparce and put it on the bench. And it just depends if they think they need more resources this turn to use the Dunsparce or not, and its runaway draw ability. We'll see what our player decides to do here as they attach an energy to a bench, or excuse me, a Vengeful Punch to the bench, Pheasantipity EX. Now a Metal Energy to the bench, Duraludon, and a Professor's Research first, actually. Discarding the hand, drawing 7 fresh new cards, preserving the runaway draw, if not needed this turn for future turn, as they eye up their board and their discard pile, trying to better inform their next decision of Earthen Vessel, discarding another Metal Energy. Our metal deck flowing on all cylinders here. Earthen Vessel finds 2 more Metal Energy from the deck to put into the hand. I think there's at least 2 Metal Energy in the discard pile if they wanted to establish another Archaludon this turn. Shuffling up the discard pile here, of course. You guys know that famous move. Our Dragapult player passing their hand around, say, hey, look how good this is. Or just chilling here on a Thursday, as they do establish the Archaludon evolving on the bench. Assemble Alloy will accelerate 2 Metal Energy from the discard pile to it on the bench. Our board is nice and set up on the right, nothing else to do but swing, clean up the KO on the Blood Moon Ursaluna for 2 prize cards. Tatsugiri moves into the active spot on the left and play resumes there. Starting off with a Nest Ball, search the deck for a basic Pokemon to put onto the bench. Probably another Dreepy, maybe a Pheasantipity EX, since a KO was taken. Just depends on their list and their strategy and what's prized, of course, as they go for that reverse hollow Dreepy with a Nest Ball and then use Artisan to find a Duskull and put on the bench. This stuff would have been nice a turn or two ago for sure. And I bet our Dragapult player agrees with us here. It's okay, these games are part of the Pokemon trading card game. Still good to play it out here as they attach a rescue board to the active Tatsugiri, giving it virtually free retreat. Fire energy to the bench Dreepy, and then Tatsugiri attract customers with its ability. Look at the top 6 cards of the deck. Put a supporter you find there into your hand and shuffle the rest back into the deck. Iono was found, so that can cause some disruption, and this Dragapult deck is the disrupting comeback deck for sure. Never count it out. Also, something to note, our Dragapult player was not punished for going all in on that bench Dreepy. it survived, and there's actually 3 energy on board now. So my play would have been 2 spooked, right? My conservative play. Yeah, Iona was found off of that attract customers. Countercatcher is live right now since the opponent has fewer prize cards remaining to bring up the Pheasantipity EX into the active spot, and then Iono. Both players shuffle their hands, put them at the bottom of their deck, and then draw cards from the top equal to their remaining prize cards. 6 and 4 here, going from left to right for our players. As Dracloak evolves on the bench now, it's got to be the other Dracloak, of course, um, that evolves, because I think that Dreepy was just put into play this turn. It probably won't matter too much for our players here. But just something to note as Buddy Buddy Poffin, one of them is being burned, the other is being played. Burning it just to thin it out of the deck, get it out of the hand. So fail the first Buddy Buddy Poffin, then play another one, and then resolve that one, finding Budu and Duskull, 70 HP or less basic Pokemon to put onto the bench. Both players are responsible for board state as well, with this the wrong GP being evolved here, but again, I don't think it's going to matter in the end for our players here, so we'll just move forward for the sake of the video. Don't think anything malicious is going on. Both players are responsible for board state. We'll move on with the Recon Directive, Dracloak's ability to look at the top 2 cards of the deck, put one into the hand, put the other at the bottom of the deck. Free Retreat Tatsugiri into the Budu, and then the Itchy Pollen can use that attack for free. 10 damage, and the opponent cannot play item cards from their hand on their next turn. What do you guys think of Budu? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments, please. As play resumes over on the right for our Archaludon player, can they find an energy card to get out of this active spot? Artisan first to add another basic to the bench if they want. Also probably checking what's in the deck, what resources are available. They also look at their opponent's discard pile, downloading as much info as they can before making an action here. This is their game to win or not lose, however you want to call it. They got to make sure they do everything correctly as they put a Dunsparce on the bench from the Artisan, keeping the consistency of the deck nice and flowing here. Pretty straightforward, just want to get 2 or more big boys out and swinging for decent damage. The Archaludon deck does. Oh, Professor Turtle's Scenario actually being played here. That supporter card lets you pick up a Pokemon on your board, put it in your hand, discard all cards attached to it. So that's the way to get the Pheasantipity out of the active spot. The Archaludon with the punch moves, stomps into the active spot. Takes a KO on this Dreepy with its Metal Defender attack. Tatsugiri, of course, with the board, skates up into the active spot on the left, and play resumes there. Recon Directive with that bench Dracloak, looking at the top 2 cards of the deck, putting a TM Evolution to the bottom and keeping that other card, which was, actually they might have kept the TM Evo. Either way, they did the actions there. Next is a Tatsugiri, attract customers in the active spot, look at the top 6 cards of the deck, find a supporter in that Arvin and add it to the hand, shuffle the rest back. We want to get more Dracloaks out. And actually, let me go back. Looks like our player on the left is scooping there. I'm going to take a look at the hand and see if there was really no way out. They had an Arvin, so maybe they could have played like an Ultra Ball to find another Dracloak. If they had, let me see what's in the hand. Yeah, I don't think there was too much in the hand there, so I'm just going to stop thinking about it because our players had enough and they're like, let's just get to this game 2 here. What do you think of this video and the commentary? Please leave feedback in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you to our players for letting their game be captured so we can all learn and enjoy. And I'll see you next time in the Professor's Lab.